then when I went to grad school, really it was, I chose Princeton, the a 2-year master program instead of law school. That was my choices. I thought the credential would be better from Princeton, but also it gave me a chance to catch up for all the liberal arts classes I didn't take. I became a basically advanced bachelor's degree. I took classes that I never took. I took more economics classes. I took statistics classes. I took the things I should have taken when I was an undergraduate, to become a little bit more well-rounded, and also to be able to become a translator. I need to know a little bit more what academics actually did, and it was a
What
good
was
place for
what
that.
was your
They were
master's
very
in?
It was called public affairs,
Okay.
with an emphasis on urban and domestic public affairs.
Okay.
They had like four. It was all the same master's degree, but they had basically they're training people. It was a very interesting program. It was funded by somebody, nobody knows who. The thought was it was the CIA. It was free tuition, and they gave you a stipend every month. So I didn't have to go into debt. I had some debt from undergraduate, but I didn't have any debt from graduate school.
Wow.
And they're basically training people to become upper level public servants.
Yeah.
That's where you're supposed to go. People went into various government agencies. They come in at not a super high level, but a reasonably high level, and then the idea was to work your way up. And they actually had a what's called a mid-career program where they brought in government people for a year just to mix things up with us. But that was really kind of funny. So people from CIA, Department of Defense, were all students with us. But it was kind of interesting because they weren't really academics. Most of the kids that were grad students were very strong academics, but the mid-careerists weren't. So it was an interesting mix. It was kind of fun to do projects with them. It was like I was kind of used to it because I'd already been working in political campaigns. So it was like interesting to watch the interactions. But it was a very good program. Classes were strong, and I met another professor there who was an Oberlin grad named Sheldon Wolin, who's now passed away, who was a brilliant political theorist. And he was in the politics department.